So we were saying last time how we have to try to bring our fellow Jews back to Hashem and the Torah with thick cords of love, avotot ahava, and hopefully that'll be enough to love our fellow and make him chozer b'tshuva. V'hen lo, amen. V'hen lo yifsid tzchar mitzvot ahavat re'im. And even if you didn't succeed in bringing back the person closer to Torah and Hashem, you still did not lose the reward for afterecha kamocha. At the end of the day, you did acts of kindness and love to him, so you fulfilled the mitzvah regardless. And of course, the people who are sinning and they're close to you. Let's say your cousin who's your good friend, he listens to you and you see he's sinning. Your brother, people that you're related to, your friends, they're listening to you. And let's say you rebuke them and they didn't listen to you, they don't stop sinning, right? You're sitting Shabbat table, they take out their phone, right? You tell them, hey, what are you doing breaking out your phone? Stop, fanatic, leave me alone, right? So he says, mitzvah l'sonatam, even though we learn in such a case where you rebuke them and they don't listen to you, and in such a case it's a mitzvah to show contempt to them, to show disgust to them, mitzvah la'olam gamken. Even so, that's just to show, but you still have to love them inside. Like chinuch, like we said by kids. Your kid lied to you, right? He said no when really he did yes, right? And you prove that he lied. So what do? You should get upset at him. Of course you should get upset at him. But should you get upset at him because you're really upset, like you deep down in your heart you're upset? No, you're getting upset just to show him chinuch, just to make him change his ways, because you have to educate him, not because you're allowed to get angry. The father who allows himself to really get angry, he's doing a sin. It's not a mitzvah to get angry. It's a mitzvah to show you're angry. So here too, he says the same thing. You see a guy sinning, and you have a mitzvah to rebuke him. You rebuke him, and he doesn't listen to you. You have a mitzvah to show you're disgusted by it, to show you're upset, but not to really be upset. To really, deep down, you have a mitzvah to love them as well. Okay? Ushtei and hemet, and both emotions are valid. I could be disgusted, and I could be loving him at the same time. Yes. Sina mitzad arash bahem, I show disgust, anger towards the evil inside of them. V'ahava mitzad bichinat hatov v'ganuz bahem, but I still have love for the component of good which is hidden in them, right? Example of a surgeon, right? Let's say he has to remove a tumor, right? I love the guy, but I have to cut him. I have to cut him open. For what? To remove the tumor. I'm removing the bad part of him, right? But the good, I still want the good to exist. I want the good to heal and to continue his life. Same thing over here. There is divine soul inside of him. Yes, this divine soul is rolling in the klipa and the filth. We want to just clean it off. What do you do? A lot of times they polish, right? They polish the jewelry, they polish the diamonds. So you're scratching it a little bit every time. It's okay. But really we want the diamond to look nice, but we have to hurt it a little bit in order to make it look good, in order to remove the filth. So the same thing over here. And also you have to arouse compassion in your heart for this person. Because you realize his divine soul is in galut. Is in the evil, the sitra achra, and it's overpowering his soul. And when you have compassion for him, then you'll be able to neutralize the hate and you'll have love for him. As the pasuk says in Isaiah, Yaakov who redeemed Avraham. What does it mean, Yaakov redeemed Avraham? Yaakov is midat what? Midat Tiferet, right? Abraham is Hesed, Yitzhak is Gevurah, Yaakov is Tiferet. What's Tiferet? Is the balance of Hesed and Gevurah, right? Kindness and judgment. And Tiferet is the balance. The Kabbalists explain Tiferet represents the midah of compassion, right? What's compassion? Compassion is, I'm judging you, I'm upset at you, but you know what? I'm going to have some Hesed on my judgment. I'm going to have mercy on you. I'm going to go beyond the letter of the law for you. That's Tiferet. So it says in the pasuk, Yaakov redeemed Avraham. Yaakov is compassion. Avraham is love. In a situation where you're disgusted, love of Avraham can be restored by redeeming it through compassion, right? So let's say somebody does something wrong, right? So you should be Yitzhak with him. You should be judgment with him. What about Avraham? Avraham's lost. That's it. You should be punishing him, no? Yaakov comes, he saves the day. Yaakov says, no, have compassion on him. Mix the Avraham with the Yitzchak. I redeemed the Avraham. So therefore he says, you got to do the same thing. It's natural to get upset and be disgusted with someone and really start to hate them when they're doing bad things. You don't keep Shabbat, you don't keep Kashrut, I'm sitting Shabbat table, you don't care, you take out your phone. I'm going to get upset at you. Naturally, I'm going to get mad at you. I don't want to sit next to you. I want to get upset at you. That's where you have to have compassion, and you have to be like Yaakov Avinu, and that compassion will allow you to say, listen, Jones Nali, what does he know already? He's so far. The Sitra Achra, he has so much klipa on him. He doesn't even think straight. He doesn't realize what he's doing. Have compassion on him, and then there'll be room to have love for him. And obviously, you'll be disgusted with his behavior, but you'll still love the person. But what about King David, who said, with utter hatred, I hate those against you, Hashem? That was only against the heretics and the non-believers. But people who are wishy-washy, people who believe, but it's hard for them to fight the Yetzer Hara, David HaMelech doesn't hate them. They're still Chelek Israel. They're still part of Israel, and you have to love them anyways. So it comes out that King David only hated those who were totally against Hashem, that they're heretics. But those who are in the middle, those still, we have a mitzvah to love them and to bring them back. Okay, we'll stop over here. Baruch Adonai Olam.